Oh, Val and Kendra crossover TV live. But hold on. Let me stop. We need y'all to stop what you're doing and support. We need support here today. Support Broxton and the community secure the future with the community media. What?
Reinvestment Act.
Reinvestment Act. Come on now.
Reinvestment Act.
Come on now. We need you to come out. Come on now.
Support. We've been up to Albany. We've been rallying.
Yes, we have.
And you know what? By the grace of God, I feel like this is it. But we need your support. Let's do this.
Check this out.
All right?
And you know something?
Little bit count.
Let me be honest with you right now. I haven't seen this on television in a while, but look what Kendra has done. She has made this young man her co-host.
Yes.
He's differently
able. There's no such thing as disability.
Support. Come on now.
Please, when you write your letters, let them know that programs like this, we need to be on air. We need to stay here. We need to continue this platform.
40 more years?
50 more years?
50 more years?
And you know what? It's by the grace of God. So
Come
we got
on now.
this. Y'all just got to show your support. The
Oh,
Reinvestment Act.
Oh, Val and Kendra crossover TV is live. Yes, it is, y'all. Yeah.
Now this is Sugar the Crossover Showcase. Definitely with Lady Kendra. Large up yourself anytime. Mr. Lover said that. Big up!
Hey, it's Julie Kendra here. We're so live all over the world. www.bronxnet.org. Tell a friend to tell another friend. We're just so excited to be back. And I'm excited because I have a Skype guest on the phone today that we're going to do something very special to open up Autism Awareness Month that's coming in April. This show actually will air next week. And I want to do this. I have a co-host.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. So he's co-hosting Tavell Fox.
Yes.
I'm so excited. We got a couple of things going on. Before we introduce our we have a bunch of special guests in this building. Yes. But before we do that, we want to do this. We just want to let you know what's going on in the world, all right?
Absolutely.
So you better get your paper and your pen, because you know I tell you when you need a paper and a pen. You need your paper and your pen today. So what's going on out there? Tavell is my co-host.
Right now we got a press release that's hot off the press.
Woo, woo.
Yes, Mackenzie Scott Yield announces a $2 million grant to South Bronx health people.
Woo, woo. I love health people. A lot of diabetes disparities in our community. I'm a diabetic. Peter Wayne's in the building. He's a diabetic. He'll talk. We talk about this on air. But there's many diabetics, and it affects us in so many ways. So I'm super excited. We got some money.
Yes.
Go Chris Norwood.
Yes. And this money is to expand peer-to-peer education to tackle widespread and preventable chronic diseases that's affecting the residents of the South Bronx poor and minority communities.
Yes. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
I'm super happy. Can I present you with something?
Of course.
So we have roses for all of our guests. I wanted to bring in roses to, I just want to commend you guys and say thank you for coming, number one. And I wish I could give a rose to Rachel, but she's over the phone, so I can't do it. But look,
thank you.
How about this? I'm blowing you a kiss. I don't know if you can see that. A kiss. All right?
Thank you. Right back at you.
So they're trying to get your picture back up, but I just want to do this. We have Rachel Platkis, Vice President of IDD Services at Extended Home Care. And when I tell you that she knows everything about everything, there's her photo. So she's helping me out tonight and beyond, and has helped me in the past, will help me in the future for our autism event on location coming up on April 27th. We'll be at City Island, and we'll be taking all the parents. We'll be taking all of you guys.
Okay.
And it's on, on me.
Okay.
All right, Press Over TV.
All right.
Ooh, I got to start begging. I got to get that cup and stand on the corner. No, I'm just, we have been blessed. I'm just kidding. We've been blessed over the years to have so many people understand and have enough compassion for what we're doing. So we do several events for autism throughout the years, for the last 22 years on radio and TV and all the good stuff. So Rachel, tell the folks what you do and how you help people. She helps people. We just get on the phone after work, and we do the work after work. So tell them about what you do, Rachel, at Extended.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for what you do for the community, not just the Bronx community, for the autism community at large. So important that advocates like you are available to help the parents and work with the vendors and everything. Let us know what's going on. My history is care management, vocational services, residential services for children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I was very blessed to join home care in September of 20. In September of 20, children throughout the state and throughout the country were not in school. They were not getting their services, and services weren't available through the state agencies. But on the other side of for-profit home care, we had home health aides, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy available to the children that did not have the services because the schools were closed down. And we were able to match 1,000 families during the lockdown.
Wow.
I love you, Rachel. Can
And
we give
this
her a
was
round of
very
applause?
much needed.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
Rachel, I just want to
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
I wanted to introduce you to Tavell Fox.
Yeah.
He's my co-host. He's going to be up here with me from here on out. All right.
Yes.
Once a month, he's coming up
Yeah.
to co-host with me. He is a graduate of John Jay College.
Yeah.
He is a co-author of.
The Grateful Grizzlies, yeah.
And yes, his mom is here in the building
Yes.
today, and she also co-authors. And so we're going to introduce you to his entire. Peter Wayne, get your hand out your hat.
Yeah.
He said, "No, I can't do it."
Yeah.
Lift your hands up. Lift your hands up. There you go. So you see his mom and his lovely wife.
Yes.
Peter Wayne is in the building tonight. And
Yes.
so we just want to say this is such a blessing. You know, we are empowered to do what we do because of you.
Thank you.
We do
thank
this
you.
because of people like
Thank
you.
Thank you.
I'm a mom of a son that has autism and epilepsy.
Thank
And
you.
I've been doing this for many, many years.
I know you're amazing at what you do.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you every day. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, we want to do something for you. Can we tell him what we're going to do for him, Rachel?
Yes, first I want to congratulate you on your book and all your achievements and
Thank you.
everything that you stand for right now
Yes.
is why we do what we do. We
Wow,
want to
thank you so
empower
much.
people with disabilities live their best life.
Yes.
And you're an example of that and a mentor for many people that will be working with us moving forward. So I'm very proud to be here with you today.
I appreciate you, Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He's very inspirational, Rachel. And I was just like, I foresee some great public speaking in his near future.
Yes.
So when I can't make it, he can make it.
Of course.
So I see a lot of good things for him. But in the meantime, we were talking about, so this is what happened. He's a perfect example of falling through the cracks. So falling through since we're getting into, autism, and not just autism, what do you say? It's not a disability.
It's differently able because we focus on the ability. Disability just means you're distracting from my ability and you're disrespecting my ability. So we're differently able over here. There's no more disability. We're starting that movement today. Like there's no such thing. You can do anything you put your mind to. Differently able is where it's at. Point blank, period.
Amen. I love that.
And he's going to be performing at the end of the show. So he also has 10 tracks that he laid with Peter Wayne.
Yeah.
So the iconic Peter Wayne award. You want to say it?
Yeah, two-time Grammy nominee, my mentor, amazing person, musical genius, musical icon. He also just received the Presidential Lifetime Award from Joe Biden. He's amazing. Anybody that knows him will tell you that, and I'm here to tell you he's one of a kind. Put some respect on his name, Peter Wayne.
All right. Give him a round of applause. So they're going to be performing later on tonight. You want to do a little something a cappella? Just a little something a cappella. Anything.
Never would have made it No, no. Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see what you've done for me. I'm stronger. I'm wiser. Lost a little weight, yes I did.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Thank you. That's Peter Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to do this good friend. When I call him, he comes. So I want to say thank you so much. And this is what we do. One of us, one at a time. Reach one, teach one. And I think
course.
the inspiration that I saw. God. I wasn't wearing shoes on my last show, Rachel, because we started talking and God just had me sitting here with no shoes on. I said I feel like being barefooted on my show today, and God just put me in a spirit that I just needed to align with him and talk to him.
Yeah.
None of us slept the night before. I had a conversation before we came
I
on set.
slept good last night.
You slept good last night because it's already set.
I slept
We
good
already
last
set.
night.
Now
Last
tell
night
him what
was
we're going to
good.
be able to try to do, Rachel. He falls in between the cracks like many others that are either too high functioning. He went to, what is the high school you attended?
I went to Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx, all boys school, up Hayes and all you men. Yes.
Yes. So what happens is when you're so high functioning, when we cerebral palsy, epilepsy, autism. There's another two that are on the top 5. What is the other one? Hyperactiveness. What's the other one, Rachel? That's ADHD.
Yeah.
ADHD.
Right.
So there's several that are the top 5, and so one is like very long. I'm gonna have to get Dr. Nancy to come say that one. And so what we want to do is we want to help the parents. So since he had an IEP but went to Cardinal Hayes High School,
Yeah.
and then so there's how we do transitional for our kids, CSE, and so we do we age out, we do aging out, and he didn't have any of that. So that's where he fell in between the cracks because folks go out to get their own apartments through OPWDD. And can we tell him that it's still possible for him to,
Right.
at age 36, still benefit?
Absolutely. If your disability started before the age of 21,
Yes.
you are eligible for OPWDD services.
Okay.
OPWDD is the Office of People with Developmental Disabilities.
Okay.
So although the Department of Education does offer services for individuals with disabilities, it's separate and apart from OPWDD. So I help families get to OPWDD that are coming out of the early intervention system. So it's not automatic. Early intervention, CPSE, things that are available to folks, sometimes they don't know about. They don't just connect.
Of course.
If that makes sense. So for you, we would establish eligibility for OPWDD since your disability occurred before the age of 21.
Okay.
And with that, you'd be available to receive services through the home and community-based waiver.
All right.
Although you're doing phenomenal.
Yes.
You're still entitled. You're entitled.
You're still entitled to the supports and services, maybe to have a more independent life.
Okay.
So
all right.
maybe the living facility, you would need physical assistance, right? You would
Yeah.
need an apartment that's accessible for you.
Yes.
These things would be available to you through OPWDD and through the waiver.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead, Rachel. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, and then agencies like Extend Home Care, where I work, would be able to help you with additional support. If you needed physical therapy, occupational therapy, we would be able to bring that into your home, even
Okay.
now without OPWDD eligibility.
Wow.
You do have a
Amazing.
so these are the types of things, and any parent knows that I've worked with over 30 years. I pick up every call. If you leave me a voicemail, you're getting a phone call back the next day, or an email, or somebody from my team would help families navigate every service that I just mentioned. Early intervention, OPWDD, services like ours, services through the waiver, whatever you need to make your life better,
Yes.
we're going to get you there.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Rachel, so we're talking about housing. We're talking about the budgets for adults are pretty large because Isaiah has a budget. You know, he's just turning 18. So when he ages out of school, which will be 22, then his budget increases, right? So tell us a little bit about how that works a little bit, if you know
So
about that
that's
one.
the program. That's the program called Self-Direction,
Okay.
where families actually are very involved in the care for the individual or the individual for themselves, like yourself, right?
Yes.
You're very aware of what you need.
Absolutely.
So instead of relying on agencies to have availability, perhaps if you had the ability to know what you need, and OPWDD would assist you with financing these things.
Wow.
So there's something called ISS housing, which is a component of that self-direction program. So there's a percentage of the income would go towards the rent. That's one aspect of housing through OPWDD. There's also residential programs. Some are group homes, some are supportive apartments, depending on the individual.
Yes, of
where they
course.
would fall. Yeah. All of these things are person-centered. All planning done for this, for you in your future, is person-centered planning.
Wow.
Thank you. And one more thing, Rachel. So we just want people to know if you're not as able, like he's so able to do so much for himself, but when you're not, there's also traditional services through OPWDD. So there's, you just have to do a couple of things to start. So we know that there is the self-direction and then there's traditional services. So there's two ways to have OPWDD. And so if you want to say more about that and how you've helped your clients.
Right. So the traditional waiver has more popular is ComHab, which is community rehabilitation. Respite, which is for the family. It's like a break for the family. Or if your family was going on vacation or the primary caregiver needed surgery, the individual would be provided with a safe environment while the family member had surgery or went away. Vocational services, supportive employment, day habilitation for those that may not be able to work is available.
They have gyms. You can buy. You want a gym? They will pay for it. You want to go to a gym every
So
day.
that's part of self-direction,
You want to
right.
bulk up. You want to bulk up.
You know.
All right. If you want to bulk up, OPWD. I call them the
so
credit.
much coming.
Listen, I call them the credit card. OPWDD is the credit card after school. So that is what we want to remind people. So the first step is going through the front door. What is the front door process?
So that's self-direction. So that's self-direction, what you're describing. The traditional services, self-direction is one of them through the waiver, right? That's what you're talking about, where you could pay for your own supports and services. ComHab, respite, vocational programming, residential, environmental modifications, right? To modify a home to be, right? That is all available through the waiver. So families start through going through the front door, which is now through Zoom. Establish eligibility with one of the CCOs, which is the Care Coordination Organization. The three of them in the downstate area is Care Design New York, Advanced Care Alliance, and Tri-County Care. Those three entities help families get OPWDD eligibility.
And Rachel, don't forget that they still have to do, this is newly added, the information session as well.
Okay.
Okay, right? Am I right?
Is that like the front door?
It's the front door. It used to just be the front door. And I think like a year or so, they added the information session as well.
Right.
So
by Zoom.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
So families can reach out to me if they need to get to one of the CCOs. Would be happy to do that. If somebody needs services in the meantime till they establish eligibility, we are here to help.
Wow.
Yes, and one more thing, Rachel, I'm sorry, this is the last thing. So the difference between traditional and self-direction. So for self-direction, you're going to need a broker. For traditional services, you do not need a broker, correct?
No broker and no FI.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
An
Because that's
FI is a
very
fiscal
important.
intermediary. Yes.
It's hard to get a broker,
Yes.
so some people go the traditional route of OPWDD. And what age can, yes, it's very important. What age, we know that we talked about the disability, you have to have, well, they just call it this, it's just a system that they
Okay.
call it. They say that you have to have a disability that will not leave you. So, and then what age does that start? For what
Three.
age? How
So
old?
up until 3.
Up
from
until- from
birth
3?
to age 3, you would be an early intervention.
Okay.
From 3 and up, 3 to 103, you could be an OPWDD.
3. Okay,
What
so
I was-
age 3.
3
Okay.
years old.
All
Yeah.
right, that's what I
But
wanted.
what I wanted to just, I wanted to just touch on before. If you became disabled after the age of 21, there's the TBI, which we could talk about in a future show.
Yes,
That's
on
a
the
traumatic
15th.
brain injury waiver.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
we
there's,
can talk about
who
that.
qualifies for that? Only one question. Who qualifies for the TBI?
People that are injured or become disabled after the age of 21.
Okay, perfect.
Got it.
All right, so that's going to be the topic. So hold on to that question. I need the information for everybody. I hope you guys got a paper and a pen today because
Yeah.
we rolling out information today.
Yeah, I
okay.
learned a lot.
So, Rachel, tell me how would you like the number for extended home care to go up? Would you like people to
Yeah.
contact you?
Absolutely. Anybody can call me, email me,
And give me the
any
number.
questions.
The number.
So so if for referrals for extended are IDD at extendedhc.net. My
What?
number is 917-202-0123. And anybody that would like to make a referral or have questions or don't even know where to start, please contact me.
I love it.
I am happy to help you. And we are part, just like your show and all your guests tonight, we're part of the solution.
We love you, Rachel. Rachel, we're
Love
gonna
you
put
too.
you. We're gonna
Thank you
keep.
so much
We're
for
gonna
having
keep your number up for the remainder of the show. It'll be coming up in and out, so people can get in touch with you. Okay, and we are
Absolutely.
definitely. And I want to thank you for partnering up with me. For my autism event on the 27th of April, we're going to bring all our families out to City Island. And she says, we're going to help you. We're going to sponsor you. So thank you. I love you.
Absolutely.
I love you,
Yep.
Rachel.
I love
and
you
I
too.
appreciate
Thank you.
And I'll see you on the
You're doing
15th.
it.
Yes.
We'll be back together on the 15th.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
Rachel.
you.
Thank
Congratulations
you,
on
Rachel.
your book.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Thank
And this
you.
is kisses and roses. Like if they all got
Yes,
roses,
thank you.
we're giving you kisses a lot.
Save
I
my
love-
rose. Save
All
my
right.
rose.
I'll
Right there,
save it.
person.
I'm gonna get
Thank
you a bundle of flowers. A bundle.
Yay.
Okay. Love you,
Thanks.
Rachel.
Take care. Love
Thank
you too.
you.
Take
Okay.
care. Thank
That
you.
was Rachel,
Bye.
everybody, from Extended Home Care. And I just want to say it's nice to have the Vice President of IDD Services join us right here, just little us in the Bronx,
Yeah.
to help us figure out.
And she was so informative. I learned so much.
Really? What?
Yeah, I learned so. I never even heard of
OPWDD?
I
Because-
never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm still, I'm pushing everybody to it. I've been trying to get my parents to do this. Isaiah's 18. I think we got on board when he was about. I'm gonna tell you something, and I say it this way because we, as a minority, don't get the services that everyone else gets, and so I found out I was attending these parent groups and all kind of parents and different backgrounds and from the suburbs, from over here, from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, and I saw that there was a disparity and there was a difference for us, and. So some of the services do self-direction. You have to put money. You just got to get yourself a credit card. Get some credit. That's Rachel's information. You can give her a call. Rachel Plaskett, we thank you so much from Extended Home Care. But listen, get a credit card. I'm telling you right now, when you get signed up for self-direction, get the credit card. You can go. Your staff can go on vacation with you. You can get your staff paid for their tickets so they can help you with the. You don't have to be stressed out with little Johnny or JJ or whatever. You got staff. You got people with you.
You good to go. You set.
All right. All right. You set.
You set. You good.
You good to go, right?
You good money.
All
yeah.
right. We got your ticket. All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to these flyers. I gotta get this out the way, and then we're gonna come back to my very special guest. He got a network of people behind him, and I'm gonna tell you how important they are. So stay right here.
Right here.
All right, everybody. My good friends, Valerie Bell and Gwen Cart. They're both authors of amazing books. I want to do this. They're receiving awards tonight. I couldn't make it. I was supposed to make it down there, so I'm going to can we just clap?
Yeah.
They're some phenomenal moms and very courageous, when it comes to police brutality. And the thing that I love about them, every time something new happens in the headlines for police brutality, they come out and they support the next one. And then the next one. I was just with Miss Bell the other day. We were over at Bronx Community College maybe a month ago. They were up here. You can see my little short haircut. I look a little different. I look young, right? That was like, 10 years ago? 8 years ago? So I want to thank them. Me and William Bell, that's Sean's dad, we share like the same birthday. So when I have my birthday events up here, he comes up here and he spends time with us. So I just want to shout out. And Miss Bell calls me Bronx. Yeah, I'm the Oprah of the Bronx, and then I'm Bronx. So it's either Oprah of the Bronx or Bronx. So it's just a pleasure to have them. And we also have another flyer that I wanted to see if I could get up, domestic violence that's coming up. And that event is coming up in August. I want to thank Jamil Flores. I want to thank Pay Up Management, the Aquarius Boys. It's their finale. And yes, and this event, we're going to get some special people to come out to this event, and we're going to do some amazing things for women. And, I just want you all to know that men go through domestic violence as well, and it's so hidden. So, and you would never believe it. Like, you could be 300 pounds and she could be 100 pounds. So men go through domestic violence as well. So we'll be out there, and we'll be talking to folks, and, we'll be giving out roses and just hanging out with them. We'll have some candles. We'll be doing some special things. I think I spoke too fast. I can't tell y'all all the secrets yet. But there's a lot of secrets, and I want to thank the Aquarius Boys and Pay Up Management. And it's a big family doing these amazing things. So I'll definitely be in the building, and I'll be doing some speaking and I can't tell. I'll be doing some stuff, all right? So I'll be there.
Yeah.
Coming from domestic violence myself, I speak to you guys, you know about this. And, I just want to remind you, being that we're talking about domestic violence, always be prepared. Always have your ID and all your stuff in one space. If you go into shelter, you're going to want to walk with the birth certificate, the Social Security cards, all that information you're going to need for DHS or HRA. And so you're going to need it, Just have a few dollars set aside. It's going to be a long process, but you're going to get through it. So it's not tolerated. Domestic violence is not tolerated. So I just want to say we got you up here, Crossover TV, and we will be in the building, and that's going down on August 18th. So lock your dollars, everybody. We'll be right there. So we got some more stuff coming up. We're going to introduce our guests and my co-host.
Yes.
Woo, woo.
I'm excited about it.
You excited about this? You got the most amazing support team
Yes.
ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. It takes a village to raise one child. It takes a village. You can't do it alone.
Exactly. So who we got in the building? What's going on?
Oh.
Everybody got roses, looking all nice.
Well,
Y'all looking
okay.
nice, smelling good.
First to my left, I want to definitely say this woman is a magnificent mom. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She instilled so many life lessons in me and everything, you know what I mean? She looks like my twin. I come from her. My magnificent mom, Laverne Fox.
Give her a round of applause. We're doing silent claps because I got stuff in my hand and then who else do we got? And she's your co-author.
Yeah, oh yes. We are the co-authors of The Grateful Grizzlies book that I mentioned earlier, yes. So go get your copy now out on Amazon, The Grateful Grizzlies. wonderful read for children. Go get your copy today. The Grateful Grizzlies.
How can I get a copy?
Oh, you can get a copy on Amazon, or you can get it on Barnes and Noble.
All right. Thank you so much. Give me the title one more time.
The Grateful Grizzlies. The Grateful Grizzlies.
Okay.
That's GRATEFUL Grizzlies.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So I want to do this. He said he gonna give you his rose too. You done so much.
Yeah,
He gonna
yeah,
give you 2
yeah,
roses.
yes.
He said you done so much. We're
Yeah.
gonna be in trouble. Now we're gonna get to wifey.
Yes, yes.
Now
yes.
I'm in trouble.
I gotta sit up.
We gotta
yeah.
get, now you okay.
Yeah, I gotta sit up. Then be right. Yeah.
All right. So you wanna introduce?
Now, now the second woman on this panel is my better half. Like without her, she just makes me better every day. Makes me want to be a better person, better man in every way. I can't say enough. Wife is a small token of what she is. Just wonderful, a blessing. Just lifts my life up each and every day. My lovely wife, Keisha Fox.
Oh my good. Give her a round of applause. All right. And would you like to say something, wife?
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited. I'm very proud of my wonderful, loving husband who's saved in my phone as Amazing Love under my contact list. But I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very great to see him.
Here's a
sitting
slideshow.
there and-
So we had a slideshow. We put this all together.
Yes.
Check this out, everybody.
Yes.
Check this out. Wifey, y'all. The wedding.
Yeah.
You didn't invite me to the. I wish I. Yeah, I know.
I
you would've-
know.
I wish I was invited.
Don't worry, we're doing a 3-year.
What's this?
Yes, we were at, I think, Candytopia when we took that.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I saw one picture. It looked like I saw a nice background, so it was very serene.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Y'all must have been on the.
We gotta do
yeah, that was
romantic.
so
We
yeah,
gotta do
serene.
romantic.
Yeah, very nice. Where was this?
That was Far Rockaway Beach.
You would never know that was Far
Yeah.
Rock. I thought you was on like. See, I just need to go to the beach then. We just got to go to the beach, y'all. All right, I want to do this. You did the introduction for Peter. You want to do it again?
I will do it again. The third person on this loving panel is my mentor, friend, confidant, 2-time Grammy-nominated artist, just a great person. He just received the Lifetime Presidential Award from Joe Biden. Like, he is one of a kind. Music is in his bones. People need to put respect on his name. He's a musical genius in my eyes. The one and only Peter Wayne.
All right, we're gonna do this, everybody. I want to shout out my brother Peter Wayne and tell him thank you so much. You about to get me fired.
Oh,
You about to take my job.
we work together.
No, I don't know.
We
how
work
you
together.
You doing better than me. You about to take my job.
You know, we work together. Nah, I ain't taking no job.
I'm about to put some respect on your name.
Oh, thank you.
That's
thank
what
you,
I'm talking
thank
about.
you.
All right, so I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. We are segueing in, and we have some special people that tag on and come with us along the way. On the 15th, you know, I hate to do it, but we're going to show you some pictures of what we go through as parents, and you might see some pictures of Isaiah, and it's going to be tough to look at, but I want to share it with you. And I want to share it with you because not just Isaiah, but like I said, Johnny, we don't know what, JJ going through over there. We don't know what Kareem is going through. You know, autism is more prevalent in boys, so I just wanted to let you know that. So you see, like in a classroom, it's normally maybe 1 or 2 girls in a classroom, but it's more boys. So it's more prevalent in boys than girls. And it's a tough journey. And now you throw epilepsy. Now you throw another thing on it. Now you throw another thing on it. And when our kids go through puberty, we start all over again. So now you got the screaming, the yelling, the dysregulation going on. And can you make it? By the grace of God, you will make it. I promise. I promise. All right, so we're going to do this. I want to talk about your book. Somebody got a book going on.
Yeah.
Some people right here.
Yes, yes.
Tell me about the book.
So, The Grateful Grizzlies is a book that my son and I brought it to the house, and I was like, well, what do you think about bears? He's looking at me like, bears? I was like, yes, let's do something different. He said, give me 24 hours. I said, 24 hours? Okay. The next morning, he had it down packed. And I looked over it. I said, all right, put this in here. Take this out of here. And we did it. And you know what? That's a top seller.
Wow. So, who started this whole idea that we're gonna do some books? We're gonna write a book.
Okay, so I'm an author. So I started first. I have a book called Margaret's Summer Vacation. That story.
Can we put it up on the screen? Some of the books. Let's go to a slideshow. That's what. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
And then you walk me through the slideshow.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna put up some photos, and then I'm gonna ask you to journey us through the photos. So here we go.
Okay, so this is Margaret's Summer Vacation. This book is about my life as a child and my journey on my summer vacation. So what I'm about families. So any book that I write, the topic is strictly going to be about family, right? So that's my journey talking about family, because family to me, we are bonded when you're with family. You can't, in my life, you can't do nothing without your family.
Amen.
So that's the book, Margaret's Summer Vacation. That's where we all started at. I started that book. And from that book, I was like, you know, mother-son duo, let's do something different. I'm sure there are mother and sons out there who do books together. But for myself, I wanted to do it with my son.
And this right here?
I was invited to a school to do a career, for Career Day. And I was speaking to a third grade class. It was a phenomenal experience.
Okay, and then next, what do we have next, guys? Wow, I love this.
We were at the Harlem Book Fair, and we, you know, just had the opportunity to take some pictures. People were taking pictures of us. So we was just sharing our books.
And then I'm so proud of you guys.
This is also the Harlem Book Fair, where I had the opportunity to meet the mayor, who was very nice to me. So, you know, this is where we were at. It was a great opportunity for us, and I met several people, and I'm very grateful for the outreach.
Okay, and next? What do we have next? Okay, so I just want to do this, everybody. It's a blessing to, first of all, have you in the studio. And I said to him, you know, your child is amazing. I just want you to say.
Thank you so much.
Your child is so amazing. And had it not been for you, I know it would not be possible. So I said to him, your mom is so amazing. Like, and what kind of challenges did you suffer coming up? Like, going through what you have to go through on a daily basis. And he said, well, because of my mom, I didn't really see too many challenges.
That's correct.
That is true.
Is that what you said about your mom?
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that just like, it was so amazing to me. And so you want to talk a little bit about, you know.
Yeah, sure. So I had Tavell when I was 23 years old. I was a young girl. He was my first child. Yes, it was a shock to me at first because I didn't have a clue what cerebral palsy was or what I would be faced with. So with the help of my godmother, who's a nurse, you know, she walked me through the doctor process and stuff. And once we got him in United Cerebral Palsy, the rest was history. Tavell just went uphill, and I didn't care what people said about me when I carried him because he was a little bigger, you know, to be carried. But we going to Madison Square Garden. We going to the movies. We
That's
going
me and
any and
Isaiah.
everywhere. I didn't
Me
let
and
nothing
Isaiah.
stop me. I treated him just like any
Yes.
other child, you know. So that's, for me, I was grateful. I could just say this, if it wasn't for God, because I don't know how I did
Amen.
it. I don't know where I get the strength from. I just
Amen.
know it was done. And I never
Amen.
complained.
Amen. Do you have like any particular time that you remember that stings you? Like, you know, somebody either looked at you the wrong.
Of course.
So give me something.
So
give me
I
how
have
you
one-
felt. Like, give me that.
One time we were coming out the building, I was carrying Tavell, and a young lady said, "Why are you carrying that big boy?" And Tavell said, "Do you think my mother would carry me if I could walk?" And she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And we just looked at her like to say, you didn't have a right to even say anything. We didn't ask you to help. So that was something that really sticks in my head.
Okay, and I'm sure you have countless. Anything that you recall that really bothered you?
Well, I just want to say, in reference to that story my mom just said, when she was carrying me, I never felt any way, but I feel like when someone approaches you and they just have ignorant responses, you should hit them with knowledgeable responses because it will shock their system, you know what I mean? Just because you feel like you want to say something like that, you know, somebody would say some curse words or anything like that, but I was humble enough to say, listen, you may see this way, but I'm going to show you something different, which is what I do every single day. That's why I'm differently able and not disabled or believe in disability at all.
Yeah, I got one of those. I got one of those. One of them, I was going, I have to take Isaiah to the ladies' bathroom. He's 18. But I'm like, they got gender-specific bathrooms and anybody can go in the bathroom. So I'm thinking, like, I shouldn't have a hard time. So every time I go in the bathroom, so I got to hurry up and finish before he finished. Because if somebody said something, one particular time a lady was like, he's not supposed to be here. No, he's not supposed to be here. And I went him out, right? I said, hold on. And I got very upset. Normally I'm like, he has autism. Like, if he pushes past somebody, I said, I apologize. But this particular time, I think maybe you've just reached a limit where you get tired. I think you reached that place where you kind of get tired and you have to get back. You have to get back on the correct accord because that's not what God wants for us. Yeah. He wants us to be patient and kind. And so I think I answered her. I was pretty rude and I thought about it and I apologized. I prayed on and asked God to forgive me for it because I could have been nicer to her to explain, like, this is why. I was like, he's with me and he has to stay with me. But I could have been lower in my tone. I had like a little bass in my voice because I was upset about that. Like, I'm tired of explaining. I think that it shouldn't be that we always have to explain or apologize. Like, I think I've been apologizing for 18 years. Well, since getting the diagnosis, 16 years apologizing. I think, you get fed up at some point. But we have to compose ourselves. We have to let them see. We go everywhere. One particular time, I remember I was hosting the VH1 red carpet years ago. And Isaiah was going crazy. All you saw was feathers flying. He done broke his coat open. Wow. We had Bay Plaza. And I'm like, we had grocery over here. My dress for the event. I was like, we got to throw the grocery over here. They can have my grocery. Let me get my child so he don't get hit by a car. Yeah. And let me keep my dress. So you have to make choices. You battle choices every day. And by the grace of God, you will get through it.
Yes.
So I just want to say that. Like, don't worry. If you have a moment, you're going to get through it. And what we do on this show is we just walk with you. That's why my email is up. That's why I go to schools and I sit in on IEP meetings and I advocate for parents. Because some of the parents think you don't got to sign the IEP. Take them to court. You need services, go to court. Okay, I tell y'all all the time that $120,000 school Isaiah got, and I fight for that. I go to court. I'm going to court right now, and it's a. You know what? I should have been playing with Isaiah all these years on the playground like everybody else. I shouldn't have a lawyer. Isaiah's had a lawyer since he was 7.
Wow.
This don't make sense. We gotta change the system. Now we gotta talk about the parents that are not available when they should be available for our kids. Why are we in taxis going to school with kids and all the 5 boroughs, Long Island, all over Staten Island? There's a disrespect to our children with autism in our families. We deserve to go to work like everybody else. So there's a lot we have to do. I reached out to the borough president's office today to discuss some issues. So I am going to get them on this show so we could talk about the things that we have to unify, to do together, to change things. Because evidently, if we don't do something about the Board of Ed and what's happening to our children, I fear what's going to be next. Wow. Okay? So we got to work on it. So now I want to do this. I got you in this building. I want to get a slideshow because you and your wife have some beautiful pictures up.
Okay.
Before you leave, you going to perform tonight?
Yes.
You got me?
I'll do a little something. Yeah.
Peter,
I got
you. Wayne?
I got you.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now that.
Yes.
All right. So I want you to remember these photos because every time you see these photos, just remember all the love that we want to remind you guys of on Crossover TV.
Yes.
And just because we are differently able, that does not mean we cannot live life. Are you living life?
I'm living life.
She's all that and a bag of chips.
I'm living it good. I'm living it good.
Is he all that and a bag of chips, Mrs.
He's
Mrs. Fox? All right.
He is absolutely.
All right. So I want to do that. That's what I wanted to remind you guys of.
Yeah.
So OPWDD, when they have apartments and houses and things like that, it's for people just like you to live in.
Wow.
So and income too. So there's a lot of income behind that. You know, you can have 2-3 different support workers. You can have a home health aide. You can have a ComHab. You can have respite. And you could do so many things, vacations and staff and help along the way. So we have a lot to do. We have a lot to bring to parents. Can I have you back again? And maybe you'll bring some books for me to... I purchased some books.
Oh, of course. I would love to come back.
Okay, you come back? Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to purchase some books. All right, so Crossover TV, we will purchase some books.
Okay.
And I would like to have some at my autism event on the 27th. April 27th, we're going to be in City Island. We'll give you more information. I am politically getting my monies together so we can take all our parents and our families. We take everybody. We take the staff. We take the parent and the child. So we just want to make sure that we have the funding. So... Yes. So, you want to say a few things before we leave about your husband?
Yes, I just wanted to say he's great. You know, we met 8 years ago almost, and I haven't looked back ever since. I think language matters, and we can start to change the narrative in regards to anyone that have a challenge. I use the word challenge. I refuse to use the word disability. I think disability focuses more on a person's limitation versus their abilities. So I think, you know, once you start to change your language and you start to become more knowledgeable about challenges in general, you know, mental health challenges or developmental challenges or physical challenges, once you start to educate yourself, you tend to see things differently.
Okay.
The crazy thing about me, I don't see Val in the chair. I don't see him in the chair. His mother raised a real man, taught him how to care. To all those haters, yo.
Forget this chair. This chair don't matter. I keep telling you, this is my ride, but it don't matter.
We said something else besides forget. We used the F-bomb, but I don't see.
This shit don't matter at all.
We don't do that over here.
We don't see that chair. We don't see
and
that.
that's what we want. And that's why I take my son everywhere. I don't care if he turn over the place. We coming back. We can't. He did all that. I was like, nobody's gonna help me. They just kept walking by. I was like, you know what? Thank God that car, if a such ride would have left us, we would have been in trouble. But I said to myself, at first I was like, oh my God, nobody's helping. Everybody's looking at us. But then I said, you know what? We coming right back to this mall next Saturday. And guess what? We go to different malls every Saturday. Yeah. And we'll go to Bay Plaza. We'll go to Rich Hill Mall. We'll go. We don't care where the mall is. You're going to know us. And Isaiah has so many friends in the mall. Yeah. He makes friends wherever he goes. You know, people understand him. They love him. And that's the blessing. So that's where I want to leave off. Now, we got to go to Albany to start changing the term of disability. And so I think people are starting to do that. Yeah. People are starting to see and understand autism. I used to say that you can't tell my son is autistic, but I can always tell because they hold their kids by the wrists because they want to make sure they can't get away from them. They're runners. So that's how you know. Like there's certain things, they're not just bad. Let little Johnny pass you on the line, all right? So we got a lot to do. We got a lot of work to do. And I want to thank all of my guests, my co-hosts. What do you want to say to close out? You performing?
Yes. I'm going to do something special. One of my 10 hits, it might be 11, but one of my 10 hits, I'm going to give you something.
We're going to get one more track, and then we're going to bust the album right here.
Oh, yeah.
All right? We're going to bust it right here.
Right here on Crossover TV.
All right.
With this song, we got to pass his mama mic because she's on the song singing with us.
What? You gonna get on the mic? You gonna have to share your mic. All right. So I want to do this. Thank you guys for joining us. What you want to say? Close out?
I just want to say again, thank you, Crossover TV, for having me be a staple here now. Thank you, Miss Kendra.
Love you.
We're gonna make some history, some magic. You know what I mean? We're gonna do great things together.
Okay, now we want to do this before we close out. So he'll do press releases for me. He'll do all these different things, and he'll
Yeah.
come to me with some ideas that he has.
Yes.
So I want to just do this. We want to talk about show your support, and how you can show your support is we want to talk about supporting BronxNet and the community. Secure the future with the Community Media Reinvestment Act. So you can visit, you want to give out the HPP? You can visit.
The HPP is bronxnet.org/community-action/pound/1. Again, that's bronxnet.org/community-action/pound/1 today, right now.
All right, everybody, you can give them why. If you like this program and you like what we're doing up here, let them know that you support programs on BronxNet and you want to support this bill, okay? And we've been to Albany lobby, and you'll see some infomercials on BronxNet, and you'll see us all up in Albany. And maybe you'll come with us next time.
Oh, of course. I'm wherever
All right.
we need to be.
All right, so that means we're a team.
Of course, absolutely.
All right. All right, so that's my team. All right, we're going to go to a performance, and we're going to close out, and we'll be back on the 15th, and we'll be continuing over autism. On the 9th, we're shooting so much. I'm shooting like back-to-back on the 10th, 9th, 10th. So we'll be back on the 15th, but we'll be talking more about autism, okay? And all of the OPWDD services and how you can get, or the TBI, so you can get services that you need, okay? Housing is a huge issue. So housing, that's one of the #1 things that we want to talk about, and how to get services. And those budgets are really high, so we just got to get in there, okay? I used to tell people, do it before they stop doing it, because let's get in before they stop. And they're giving people a hard time, but we're going to get through. We got this?
We got this.
All right, so we're about to go to a performance, a break, and then we'll be right back with the performance. They're going to close us out, everybody.
Yeah.
And I want to thank all my guests today for joining me. I want to thank all of you for watching us, and all over the world, www.bronxnet.org. You've been telling people while you're watching. I hope you listened to me and said, hey, we got to watch the show. Hey, Kendra's on. Hey, Tavell is on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got this. So tell folks right now, it's not too late. They can go to www.bronxnet.org and click on channel 68. Can you tell them to tell a friend?
Tell a friend to tell a friend, and have that friend tell 10 more friends, and keep the cycle going, because we need everybody watching BronxNet Crossover TV, baby. We here.
We in the building.
We here.
All right. So get ready for this stellar performance, this Oscar performance, everybody.
Yes.
And it's going down. And you know, we are not what people look at us and say this is who we are. We are so much more.
Of course.
And you know, look at our body types. We can look at our body types and say, oh, we
Never
only
judge a book by the cover. Always
Never.
read the pages before you judge anything.
Okay,
Anyone.
so yes, I love that. So you gonna say goodnight?
Good night.
And next time you see him, he gonna be performing. Where you performing?
It's called Tavell, one of my hits.
All right. Lock your dials right here, Crossover TV.
We can't get anything done in this world that's so interdependent without communication. And certainly community-based media is really the core of that.
You guys do a great service to the city of New York, to the communities within that city, and really for the entire state of New York, telling the residents firsthand what's happening out there. It's very important that we keep your facility going for as long as possible.
We talk about the Bronx. We talk about it being a borough of opportunities, a global destination. We want to make sure that we create access and opportunity for future generations, creating local jobs, stimulating our economy, giving young people opportunities like internships that will not lead to jobs, but will lead to careers.
Yeah. Hey. Now you see me, sometimes you don't. The things you used to do, you know I won't. I wake up in the morning feeling righteously, and these are the things that make me happy. Like, oh there. You better move out my way before I run you over. Like, oh there. Come on, follow me, put your hand on my shoulder. Like, oh there. Oh there. Oh there. Oh there. Check me out. Look at me. Now look at you. I'm all about changes. What about you? I know you out there talking wild, saying nothing. The people out there telling me you're frontin' like, oh there. I'ma take it by the hand and change this game. Oh there. I got my mama called Vern and she singing my name like, oh there. Rain on the beat, yo, thank you, sunshine. Oh there. I'm ahead in this game, so I already won. Like, oh there. Do. Oh there. Na 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 na. Yeah, 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 yeah. Crossover TV. Yeah. Tavell and family. Oh there. That's how we do it here. Oh there. Na 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 na. Oh there.
What's his name?
Oh there. Na 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 na.
What's his name?
Oh there.
Oh Val and Kendra. Crossover TV live. But hold on. Let me stop. We need y'all to stop what you're doing and support. We need support here today. Support Bronxton and the community secure the future with the community media
Reinvestment Act.
Reinvestment Act. Come on now.
Reinvestment Act.
Come on now. We need you to come out. Come on now.
Support. We've been up to Albany. We've been rallying.
Yes, we have.
And you know what? By the grace of God, I feel like this is it. But we need your support. Let's do this.
Check this out.
All right?
And you know
Every
something?
little bit counts.
Let me be honest with you right now. I haven't seen this on television in a while, but look what Kendra has done. She has made this young man her co-host.
Yes.
He's differently
able. There's
Support.
no such thing as disability.
Support. Come on now.
Please, when you write your letters, let them know that programs like this, we need to be on air. We need to stay here. We need to continue this platform.
40 more years?
40 more, 50 more years.
50 more years?
And you know what? It's by the grace of God. So
Come
we got
on now.
this. Y'all just got to show your support. The
Oh,
Reinvestment Act.
Oh, Val and Kendra, Crossover TV is live. Yes, it is, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.